Hi, this is Dan at Home Inspector Pro. I'd like to introduce you to our latest product, HIP Office Lite. HIP Office Lite replaces our existing Home Inspector Pro cloud service, which is used for synchronizing your devices as well as delivering reports to your customers. HIP Office Lite keeps those features, but adds new features that allow you to optimize the way you run your home inspection business. HIP Office Lite takes the power of our full HIP Office inspection management system and streamlines those features to those that most help everyday inspectors. This includes the report delivery you've always relied on, but adds new features such as automated emails and notifications, electronic contract signing, online payments through Guardian Financial, managing multiple inspector accounts from one dashboard, and many, many more. The other benefit this adds, instead of us maintaining two different platforms, we're able to leverage the constant development of the HIP Office platform and to add new features to HIP Office Lite. We've already added new features to Lite since its launch, and there's much more to come. Now, if you're an existing Home Inspector Pro cloud user, or you use an inspection management system like ISN, you can keep using HIP Office Lite in the same way you use the cloud service without changing your processes. But if you'd like to make the most of HIP Office Lite, there are a number of features that can help automate your processes. You can focus on providing the best inspections to your customers instead of focusing on the tedious tasks by hand. And the other great news, all of these features are added at no extra cost, same price as the previous cloud service. And if you have a current Home Inspector Pro cloud service subscription, you already have these features available in your account. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the HIP Office Lite and see some of these features. You can access the HIP Office Lite by going to the Home Inspector Pro website, which is homeinspectorpro.com. Go to HIP Office Lite and HIP Office Lite Login. You can log in using your username and password, and this is the same username and password you use to log into the desktop program, mobile, or on the website. We'll go ahead and log in. And this brings you to a dashboard with the information about your inspections. At the top, this gives you data about the previous inspections you've uploaded, as well as any additional inspections, and you can customize the information that shows at the top. It'll list any inspections you have coming up today, as well as any past inspection information. On the left-hand side, we can click on the Orders tab, and we can go to View Orders. Now the Order tab is going to show you any previous inspections that you've uploaded, as well as any inspections you have scheduled going forward. This is similar to the inspection list that you saw in the cloud service in the past, but it provides additional detail and insights into your inspections. Let's go ahead and take a look at an order. So I'm going to click on the order number, and the first thing that comes up is order details. This gives you basic details about the order, and this occurs whether or not you've created the order ahead of time. So it gives the client and agent information about the property, the services you offer, and the fees collected. If we go to the Email tab, this shows any emails that have been sent to the customer. So if you're uploading from the desktop, it'll show you the email that goes to the customer, as well as it'll show who it was sent to and the time that it was delivered. If we go to the Reports tab, this shows you the report that was uploaded, whether it was viewed, and what time it was sent. Now you'll notice here it also has versions. So if you had created an inspection, uploaded it, then made some changes, and uploaded it again, you would see multiple versions of the reports here. This way you can see changes and retrieve a previous report if needed. At the top, you'll see there's the inspection reports. There's also the option for supplemental reports. With the HIP Office Lite, you're able to have both a primary report, say a residential inspection, and if you have additional reports like wind mitigations, 4-point inspections, mold tests, any other type of inspections, it'll show any additional inspections that you've uploaded as well. So instead of keeping track of multiple emails with multiple reports, you have everything controlled and gathered in one place. You also can click on the report link, which will give you a link directly to the report. On the left-hand side, let's go to the audit trail. The audit trail gives details about every action that occurs with an inspection. So this shows when the emails were sent, when reports were uploaded, if you're using the contracts and payments, when the contract was signed or payments were made. So you have full control and visibility about what actions are occurring with an inspection. Now, if you're creating an order ahead of time, you also have the ability for contracts, where you have the contract that was sent to the customer, and it shows you the status of when it was signed. It also, if there are multiple versions of the contract, you can see those previous versions. For the payment details, it shows you a breakdown of the payments for this inspection, and you have the ability to pay now if you're using the online payments through Guardian Financial. So you can collect payments directly over the phone or in person by entering the information in, or customers are able to sign online when they sign their contract. One of the big changes with the HIP Office Lite is you have the ability to customize the emails that go out to your customers. Under the data management on the left-hand side, we can go to email templates. From the triggers, we can pick inspection booked or report uploaded. This allows you to specify the recipients of the email, whether the to as well as to CC customers, and you can customize the body to reflect exactly how you want your emails to be worded. This gives you full control over how your emails are going to appear and allows you to customize them to reflect your business. In addition, you can add attachments that apply to every email, such as marketing materials or other information for the customers, so you can provide the most information to your customers as part of this process. Instead of the hard-coded emails that you had with the cloud service, you have complete control over the emails that go out. One of the other features you have with the HIP Office Lite is we have basic reporting. You can see those on the left-hand side under Reporting and Available Reports. Now, there are a lot of other reports that are available with the full HIP Office system, but in the HIP Office Lite you have your orders by time range. This allows you to get a breakdown of all of your orders over time, so you can actually see the performance of your orders as you're performing them. So we'll do orders for last year. And this gives me a list of all my orders and the information about those orders. Now on the desktop side, we've also integrated the HIP Office Lite directly with the program. This also applies to the HIP mobile application. So if we go into the desktop application, when you start an order or at any point, you can go to the Internet menu and import data from HIP Office. This will give you a list of your available orders that you've created ahead of time, and you can select that order and import. And this will populate the client information as well as the agent. When you have completed the report, you can then go to Upload Report and upload report to client via HIP Office Lite. You'll see at the top, it shows you the status of whether the contract has been signed and whether it's been paid for. This is one of the big features of the HIP Office Lite. You no longer have to keep track of whether the customer has paid or signed their contract, because if they have not signed or paid, even if you upload the report ahead of time, the customer is not able to actually access the report until they have completed those steps. And you can see this information here. In addition, there's the option to upload as an additional report, and this is where we can specify whether this is the primary report or it's a supplemental report. In addition, you have the HTML report format, so in addition to your PDF, you also have a version of the report that can be viewed in a web browser. You create and send your report, and it uploads to the HIP Office Lite, the emails go out, and the information is tracked about when the customer views it. Now, there's a lot more information to cover with the HIP Office Lite about how to set it up and get started, and we'll have additional training videos that cover this process. In addition, if you have questions, you can always reach out to support via the chat button in the lower right-hand corner, or you can go to our website or give us a call, and we'd be happy to get you started. Thank you for using Home Inspector Pro, and we look forward to working with you in the future.